Dear friends, in the province of Xinjiang, East China, there is a village called Zisiqiao where more than 30 lakh snakes are bred every year. The people living here may be from a family whose livelihood is not related to snakes. But the question arises, why did this village leave farming and start raising these dead merchants? There is a very interesting but compelling story behind it. A few decades ago, this village used to be very poor. The people here relied on fishing and farming, which would hardly cover 2 meals a day. The poverty was so great that people were eager to get treatment. Then there was a man in this village named Yang Hucking. Yang was diagnosed with a very painful disease, which is called the pain of joints or joints. This pain was so severe that he could not even walk properly. In Chinese traditional medicine, it has been believed for centuries that there is such a natural power in snakes that is the best cure for the pain of bones and joints. Yang had heard that if he ate the flesh of a wild snake or used it as medicine, it could be cured. But the problem was that buying a wild snake was very expensive and Yang did not have so much money. To save his life, he himself caught a snake from the jungle and used it. And surprisingly, he also got a stroke. This is where a business idea came to Yang's mind. He thought that if this snake can cure my disease, then surely millions of people are the victims of this disease. Why don't I start raising them at home instead of catching snakes? This is the story of the 1980s. Yang caught some snakes, kept them in a small part of his house and started trying to get their eggs out of their eggs. In the beginning, people laughed at him and were afraid of him. But when Yang sold these snakes and earned thousands of rupees, the whole village started to suffer from it. As soon as he saw it, the whole village turned into a very big farm. Friends, now let's talk about how this industry works and what China does with these snakes. First of all, understand that the snakes that are raised here are not ordinary or harmless snakes. These snakes include venomous and dangerous snakes such as cobras, vipers, and leopards. These snakes are kept in small ponds made of wooden blocks, baskets, or cement. In the summer, when the snakes lay eggs, these eggs are kept at a very low temperature so that the babies can come out of them. As soon as the babies come out, their food is arranged, including frogs, rats, and other small anima. When these snakes grow up, they are brought to the market. Now the story begins from here, which may surprise you the most. And that is snake wine. You must have seen in movies and documentaries that there is a yellowish magic in the big bottles of glass, and there is a whole snake in it. This is not a decoration, but it is a very expensive and famous product of China. In Chinese culture, it is believed that the snake's strength lies in its venom and meat. When a live and venomous snake is put in wine, its venom goes through a chemical reaction with alcohol. Chinese doctors and people believe that alcohol eliminates the dangerous effects of venom and turns it into a powerful drug. This liquor is called snake wine. The method of making it is also very painful and strange. Sometimes the snake is put in a live bottle and filled with alcohol from above. And sometimes the stomach of the snake is choked and the intestines are removed from it and put in the bottle. In some bottles, scorpions and herbs are also added with small snakes. It is claimed that this liquor increases men's strength, prevents hair loss, increases eyesight, and eliminates physical fatigue forever. Although modern science does not fully confirm these claims. But in China, Vietnam and other Asian countries, it is so popular that it is sold at affordable prices. The price of each bottle reaches thousands of lakhs of rupees. This is why this village and Chinese industry is working day and night. But friends, the use of snakes is not limited to just liquor. Another big part of this industry is also food. In many areas of China, snake meat is considered a delicious dish. In the hotels there, snake soup, snake kebabs and fried snakes are eaten with great interest. These people believe that eating snake meat in the summer keeps the body cool. Apart from this, every part of the snake's body is valuable. Snake skin is sold in gold prices in the fashion industry. You must have seen expensive brands of shoes, bags, belts and jackets, which have a snake skin design. This real skin comes from this industry. Snake dung is also considered very valuable and is dried and used in medicines. To the extent that the snakes are dried and their powder is made, which is sold in the form of a capsule. That is, whether it is snake poison, skin, meat or bones, no part of this animal is wasted in China. And this is such a business in which the profit margin is very high. That is why, despite being dangerous, people do not want to leave it. Friends, if we talk about danger, then you must be thinking that don't these people get scared? Or do they never get bitten by snakes? The fact is there may be a house in this village where a person has not been bitten by a snake. Many people have lost their lives and many people have been deprived for a lifetime. But the hunger of the stomach and the shine of the money are all dominant. The people of this village now understand the behavior of snakes. They know when the snake is angry and when it is calm. But still, there is always room for error. The Chinese government also supports this industry because it has become a great way to end poverty in the dairy industry. The farmers used to work hard for a year and live in difficulty. Now they are raising snakes and earning lakhs of yuan annually. Seeing the success of this village, snake farms are also being built in other parts of China. However, China is often criticized by international organizations and animal rights organizations. They say that the way snakes are kept in small cages and the merciless way they are killed or put in live alcohol is cruelty. In addition to this, experts in wildlife also say that if the business of snakes continues on such a large scale, the balance of the environment can deteriorate. However, now most snakes are bred in farms and are not caught from the jungles. Friends, another aspect that makes this industry more prosperous is the poison of snakes. The poison of snakes is very important in medical science. The treatment of snake bites to make anti-venom itself requires the poison of snakes. In addition to this, it has also been found in modern research that there are such proteins in snake venom that are used to make medicines for cancer, heart diseases and high blood pressure. China is also working fast on this scientific aspect. They are not just relying on traditional remedies. In fact, they are making modern remedies from snake venom through biotechnology and exporting it all over the world. Therefore, we can say that this is not just a matter of traditional or old traditions, but it has become a new billion-dollar business. And friends, what do you have to say about this? Would you ever like to try snake wine? Or would you like to take a tour of the Village of Snakes? Do let us know in the comments. See you in the next video.